Hi, this is Alvin with Kickstart Commerce, and in today's tutorial, I'm going to explain to you what negative SEO is, how do you go about finding spammy links for your website, and then how do you go about removing those spammy links. So real quick, if you run a search for negative SEO, then you'll find that negative SEO is real and it is alive. And so, what is it? Well, in short, think about your competitors for a moment and think about they're doing their own bit of SEO in terms of trying to garner social media shares, um, link referrals from external sites to their website. And so a lot of times what can happen is sometimes competitors won't play the SEO game fair and they will institute what is called negative SEO, meaning that in some cases they go out and create bogus links on spammy or low ranking or low quality websites. And they will pay people on Fiverr, Upwork, or whatever the latest and greatest contract services website is. They'll go and pay those people to link build, and because the person won't necessarily be able to check the validity of someone's website, they just accept the money, go build the links, and in most cases, most of those links are spammy. And then lo and behold, a little time progresses, they spend a couple $100 to get thousands of these spammy links pointing to your website, and they have crushed your rankings. That's just one scenario with how it happens. There are many other different ways, but just to give you kind of an overview of what negative SEO is. So with that said, I'm going to use my own site to kind of show you some spammy links and how I went about finding those. So one of the first tools that I use is Moz. And so if you go to Moz.com and go to the free tools, you may have to sign up for an account. I already have an account because I use Moz tools. And we'll go to their free tools, and under free tools, under the SEO section, go to Open Site Explorer. And once you get there, you can type in your URL address. And so we'll type in Kickstart Commerce, run a search for it. And in terms of what you're looking for, you can stay there at the inbound links here, and you'll notice a couple things. It gives you a spam score, and if I hover over that, it says no spam flags were discovered for the subdomain, which is great news. But as you can see, page authority and then just overall domain authority is not that high for the site. I've only been blogging since 2013, so it's a little over 3 years old, but slowly but surely getting there. You can see that there are established links from 64 root domains for a total of 321 some odd links, so not that many links. But if you look at the inbound links section, so this section here that's already highlighted, you look at the inbound links section, you can begin to see that the link anchored text that Moz provides you with. So I have an article that I wrote about link wheels, and link wheels being a bad SEO strategy. So someone took it up on their behalf to do a little bit of negative SEO to my website. So they basically linked the word link wheel, and then I'm assuming paid someone to basically have it linked from this site to the Kickstart Commerce site. And one of the things is you can tell when I start hovering over these spam scores. So this is a total spam score of 5, and it says that site markup is abnormally small, large number of external links, anchor text, heavy page, and it says we found 11% of sites with 5 flags were penalized by Google. So what you'll do is go through each of these, and you'll try to determine by looking at their domain authority, the page authority, and then overall just a spam score. So I just looked at those, and what I kind of aim in for is the domain name. So this is a subdomain, which is the blog is blog0 is the subdomain, and then the actual domain is shos.info. And so I don't recommend that you visit those pages or anything. The reason why I know is that, like I said, there are a large number of these links that say link will. So nevertheless, I just go through there, and then you'll find things that are like this, where it just says, hey, there are a large number of external links. The fact that they're using link will, I don't necessarily too much like it. Plus, I don't like the name of the domain names. It doesn't really look legit. So those are ones that are probably going to be eligible for uh, disavow. And a good one, to kind of show you a good link. So this is a link that I left a comment on symbolics.com in terms of reading a article and then leaving a comment. And so it has a spam flag or spam score of 2, which says a large site with few links, no contact info. Um, but I know that this is truly a site. And so that's one link that I want to leave alone. But you can see the number of links that are going through there. And same thing, someone looked like they try to do a link to porn. Um, and so you, and only because I have a free account, I don't necessarily get the rest of those that are after this. I could um, upgrade my account and I could receive the rest of those. Now, I say use Moz Tools because it'll show you this, but then the next tool that you'll want to go to is Google Search Console, or what was formerly known as Google Webmaster Tools. So in Search Console now, I almost still want to call it Google Webmaster Tools. On the left-hand side, you'll go under Search Traffic and Links to Your Site. This is where you can use Moz and Search Console tool to basically compare notes. So if you're finding links over here in Search Console, are you finding the same links in Moz? And so one of these things that I look at, and the reason why I knew it was link well, was look at all these links. So when you go to search traffic, you'll go to links to your site. It shows you who links the most, and what URL it is. And then at the same time, it also shows your most linked content, which they're linking to that one page that I wrote about link wheels being a bad SEO strategy. You can see the large number of links to it. Now, what's the irony is, if you look, you have some links that are to the main page for Kickstart Commerce, but then it's almost twice as many links to this one page. But then you look at these other pages, and these other pages are, I mean, they're small in nature, 3 times as small in some instances. So to find out which links we're going to disavow, you can go ahead and click more, and it'll take you to this page. And then you can see it, the number of links and the number of source domains. So what you'll want to do is we'll just click on this link, that article, and then it gives you an entire table full of domain names as well as links. Now, you can download this entire table and submit. Basically, you can download the table, and it's going to probably download as like a CSV file. Take those domain names out of that table, place them into a text file, and you'll see how we use that text file here in a moment. But before you do that, if you download this table, what I recommend that you do is actually go through and look at some of these domains. If they sound a little weird, I would say just use the preview, and if that doesn't look like you would like to have an association with that site, then disavow that link. Now, what I will say is the disavow tool, which you'll see here momentarily, it is a bit dangerous. It is advanced tool, and you can do some damage in terms of if you disavow creditable links or creditable links or credible links. There we go. Then you can hurt yourself and actually hurt your rankings by doing that. So be careful to make sure that you're only removing links that are truly links. Now, you have some links like this one. It's a directory site. You may want to leave that link. I mean, after all, it's only 14 links, not that many. But then some of these, like this home or different country linkage. It's things like this that leave me kind of going, I don't really care about having links from those sites to my site. That being said, you also have to watch out, because at the same time, just because it's a foreign address doesn't necessarily make it bad. So you'll have to do your research, because you could be in a foreign country and it could be a .com address, and you may not want that .com address linking to you. As well, you may scroll across some of these to find out that a preview is not available. What I do to view it is sometimes I'll spin up a virtual machine or get on another machine, just in case that I pull this link up and it has malware or something. So I get on a machine that has virus software, or like I said, I use a virtual machine only because I want to spin it up real quick and bring that virtual machine up, have internet access to that virtual machine, go out to these sites, verify, and if anything happens, I can kill the virtual machine, delete it, and all is well. So that being said, what you would do is download this table. So for the sake of time, what I'm going to do is I've already created a file called KSC links, and I'm using Sublime as a text editor. So you can use a text editor, Notepad, Notepad++. And so I just know for a couple of these, for instance, I know that this home .pl and blog.jp are a couple of the ones that I want to get rid of. And you can see more than these. You can keep going here. And you can also go back and compare. So we can see livedoor.jp. And I think that livedoor.jp, it does appear somewhere in this list. For the sake of time, what I'll end up doing is just moving ahead. I'll go ahead and type it in. So one of the things is you'll type in livedoor.jp as well as the one that was infoed. You'll save those links. And then what happens is you have a tool called Disavow. And I have the link here. And it's just a Google Webmasters link. So if you go to google.com/webmasters tools, or rather google.com/webmasters/tools/disavow links main. And the link is there. I just made it a little bigger so you can see it. Copy that link and then open a new window or new tab. Paste that in, and it'll take you to the Disavow tools. You will have to select which website you want. So I'm just going to do the Kickstart Commerce website here. And make sure that you read this. It says, if you believe your site's ranking is being harmed by low quality links you do not control, you can ask Google not to take them into account when assessing your site. You should still make every effort to clean up unnatural links pointing to your site. Simply disavowing them isn't enough. Now, what they're saying here is that in some cases, people will go out and blatantly buy links. They'll go to a Fiverr or an Upwork, or they'll pay a so-called SEO professional or consultant who will then go out and purchase thousands of spammy links. And they will have paid good money. I know people who have paid upwards of $1,000 to $2,000 for roughly 25,000 links. The problem is all of the links are spammy. So once those links are out there, the person disappears. They can no longer contact the person to get them to remove the links. So typically what has to happen is before you use this Disavow links tool, you need to go through every nook and cranny, every little link, go through, contact the person. I don't care if you use Whois, contact information on that site, and try to get them to remove it. Just because, as I said, Google, this is a tool that's not guaranteed, but it's one that it may take 2 years. to work. Who knows? I don't know what the time period is, but all that to say that you don't want to be waiting around on Google to disavow some links when you could actually go out, contact the webmasters, and have them remove the links. I would say do both. Work with the webmasters first, and if after a couple tries you can't get them to remove the link, then use disavow, but always keep trying to work past that. So we'll go ahead, select the site, then click the disavow links button. Again, this is an advanced feature and it should be used with caution. Like I said, if you use it incorrectly and you take credible links and submit those, then you will harm your site's search rankings. So don't be surprised. You can do some damage here. We'll go ahead and click disavow. Again, it'll keep warning you all the way through. Then it asks you to upload the text file. So what we're going to do is upload this file that I created, and where it has each of those domain names line by line. And so I'm going to add, since we're doing this, I'm going to take a quick look here, try to add some others in. Let's see here. Add livedoor.biz. And it's one of these things that I look at and I say, well, since you're going to submit this, or since I'm going to submit this, I might as well go ahead and try to get as many of these domains in here. And we'll use this for just the sake of time. Use this file, bounce back to disavow, choose, and it's on my desktop. KSC, there you are. We'll open you up. Oh, I didn't save the file with the correct name, so let me go to Sublime. And what we'll do is just do a quick save as. KSC, add text to it. There we go. Go back. Text. Open. It loads it, and then submit. And then once you have submitted, it'll say results for submission, and it gives you the date and the time, and then it basically tells you that you've uploaded the files, and it contains 0 domains and 9 URLs. And so typically now what you may want to also do is you can put those just as URLs, or you can come in and actually put, something like this, the full domain, and it'll take that domain. You can also do subdomains. So if it was something like that, you could do that. And so you'll want to watch how many times you actually submit these types of files. You want to try to get everything. I'd say, if anything, go through this at least maybe once a quarter. Definitely a minimum twice a year. And so you may want to do one at the beginning of the year and then one midway through the year. And so use this tool sparingly, but and understand, like I said, it can be dangerous. You can remove links of high value that you didn't anticipate removing by not being careful. And so this is just one way to go about finding spammy links, again, by using Moz tools, the Open Site Explorer. So use Open Site Explorer to find those spammy links, as well as your Search Console to go about getting which site, which domains are actually linked to you, and use the two sites to kind of reference one another. There are other tools out there, Ahrefs, Majestic, SEMrush. So there are quite a bit of tools that are out there. Use these tools in conjunction with one another to kind of cross-check one another. And once you have used Search Console, I download the table, take all the domains out of it that you don't want, place them into a simple text file, just as we did here using Sublime, and then use the Disavow tool to update. And so, that being said, that's how you go about finding spammy links, and that's how you go about removing those spammy links. And so, be on the lookout. I mean, I would encourage you to always take a look at your site, take a look at the links. And then, like I said, definitely don't participate in negative SEO, and then make sure that negative SEO doesn't happen to you. So that's it. In a nutshell, that's this tutorial. I hope it helped you out. If you have questions, please drop me a comment below, and I'll try to do my best to answer those questions. Or if you run into issues trying to disavow links for your website, do feel free to visit kickstartcommerce.com. Visit to the Contact Us page here in the main menu, and I look forward to serving you. So thank you, and I look forward to seeing you around.